Yo, Adrian! Adrian! See, I'm still standing, just like Rocky. Not gonna knock me out. Let me tell you, I got skills. I've learned some stuff. I mean, it took Dave, what, 12 years teaching me the same stuff over and over. I finally comprehendo. I'm back. I saved the day. I'm not saying the computer's not gonna crash. I was just able to get us back on. Yes, to keep this therapy going. Although it's a very, very, it's like they put a needle, like, you know, they're like, all right, Mr. Smith, it's time for your injection, your IV injection, and they end up putting like the needle in your eyeball. Or I mean, like, you know, it's like they're trying to give you intravenous through your through your eye socket. You know, it's like screwed up, but nonetheless, we are giving you that therapy. So we were talking about Joe Jackson, his birthday. Joe Jackson formed the Jackson 5, you know, the Joe Jackson Productions. Janet Jackson, Rebe Jackson, LaToya Jackson. It was LaToya really, Michael? I haven't seen LaToya in quite some time. But wow, what a coincidence. Joe Jackson, scathing obituary. See? That's how Kevin Spacey, actor. Wasn't he involved in some weird stuff? Like, I don't know. Wasn't he involved in something? Was he at like a bathroom stall or something? Or was he online picking up like gay something? I know there was something. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. There's like my alarm going off. My interior alarm is going off telling me something happened. Famous birthdays. Let's move down the list. Stanley Kubrick. He's a crazy looking dude right there. Wow. Iconic director, screenwriter, Space Odyssey, The Shining, Clockwork Orange, Doctor Strangelove. Stanley Kubrick. Strange guy. Great movies, strange guy. I mean, I really don't know him on a personal level. They'll say just his appearance to me is strange. I don't know. I mean, he seems like a strange guy. Maybe he was a cool guy. Have, you know, Sunday morning breakfast over his house. It's P, you want some pancakes? Sure, Stan. So Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger, the great Mick Jagger. I mean, I love Mick Jagger. I think he's one of the best frontmen. I mean, am I a huge Rolling Stones fan? I wouldn't say I'm a huge Rolling Stones fan. I think they're great, one of the greatest bands ever out there. Obviously, you don't need me to tell you that. But I love Mick Jagger. There's just no other Mick Jagger. I mean, he's Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger. I mean, really, he got the moves like Jagger. I mean, really. You couldn't say it better. I'm going to play a song right here. Here we go. Yes. Wow. That was great. I love that too. One of my favorite Rolling Stone songs. And just because it's Mick Jagger's birthday, I'm going to play another one. But before I do, Mike from the Valley, Special Agent 008, says that if he wins the Mega Millions tonight, he's going to build WRCR a new studio with all new equipment. Now, I know this. I know whoever is listening out there, especially you WRCR loyalists, the lovers of WRCR, I know that each and every one of you, if you win tonight's Mega Millions, you, in fact, will do the same as Mike from the Valley, Special Agent 008. It will be a fraction of what you win. I mean, I'm talking about it'll be like the crust under your toenail in comparison to the whole, genetic makeup of your body and then some. So it'll be literally nothing for you to buy. I love the studio we had at the stadium. Why not just buy the stadium and rent it out? Let's buy the stadium, put us back on top, and charge the Boulders for the rent, and have great parties. In the park. Believe me, I know how to throw a party. All right. So yes, I'm hoping to win the Mega Millions too. First purchase will be WRCR. Absolutely. I'm sure Dr. Alex would love to hear that. Kevin says if he wins tonight, I'm getting $1 million. Listen to me, buddy. A lot of people have said that. I've watched shows about that where Aunt Jemima told Uncle Roy that, she was going to give him this. And guess what? When she won, she didn't get him the Rolls Royce. And they ended up in, so I'm holding you. People, I don't care if it's only 2 people listening or the 2 million that we suspect are tuning in worldwide. Thank you. But Kevin says he's going to give me $1 million. And I want that first before you start going on a spending spree. I know you got to upgrade the living quarters. Probably, probably better wheels would be needed if you want to, the thing. But I'd like to see my $1 million up front. Thank you. Who else wants to offer me stuff in case you win? I'm taking all offerings and I will be holding you. All right, if Matt from St. Louis temporarily in Florida, that's Fort Myers, having some lovely family time. If he wins, he's going to make a bid on the Clem Pound. I was actually thinking of selling the Clem Pound. We were going to Hershey. I saw Dave told me about the price he was overbid. That house sold for $505. Makes me believe I could get $1 million for my house. I owe $300. Let's sell it. Let's pay it off. Take the extra money. Let's move somewhere else. Nicer. I want to go to a place that's nice and slow. Kentucky. People talk slow. I think I can make moonshine. I mean, really, I think I could do something other than running a rat race. All right, so Matt, I'll give you the first bid on the Clem Pound. Clem Pound is it's a place like no other. Believe me, you could get lost here. This is for a family or a single male who wants to have insane parties. Okay, it's a great place for a family, but also if for some reason Matt, his wife, maybe Emma doesn't like the Clem Pound, I'll be taking other bids. And this is a great place for single males who are looking to just throw. And even if you're not looking to throw up, I mean, you'll there's a lot to do. You'll never get bored. I don't know how the hell my kids get bored when their friends, Dad, we're bored. Dad, we're bored. What do you mean you're bored? You're bored. You're bored. Are you kidding me? Everything I put here, you're bored? How can I turn you back into an embryo? A fetus? A sperm, huh? Can I click my finger and go back in time? You're bored. Golly. I hate when Dad, we're bored. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to do. You understand? You are standing in the confines of greatness. I have built something that maybe rival Hershey Park, Busch Gardens. I mean, great adventure. A carnival, whatever. You're bored. All right, I'm playing more Rolling Stones. Happy birthday, Mick Jagger. I didn't realize Rivervale was in New licensed. Dun, 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 dun. You know, I love that song. I love that tune. But it's like I'm damaged. I'm damaged goods in many ways. But every time I hear that song, I think of that video, Two Girls, One Cup. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you go check it out, Two Girls, One Cup. And thank Brian Avenue Bob for that recommendation. Happy birthday to the great Mick Jagger. And you if it's your birthday. So I have some more people anonymously, if in fact he wins the lotto, buying WRCR. Yes. But I mean, I think, I mean, I don't know. I'm just, I don't know. There's a lot of stations out there. There's several stations. Maybe we buy them all. You know, 1230 WFAS, 910. What's that? The Polsky Radio one. By everywhere people turn on the radio, they'll just hear us. You know, I mean, we'll do some great lineup morning night. I mean, whew, let's hope one of us win it, really, because I'm gonna hold everybody to what they said. Kung Fu Panda sending my kids through college. Thank you. And since you're sending people through college, I might as well go back. I mean, I wonder what it's like to get a degree. I got like this cheesy high school degree. They're like, yeah, you can't come to ceremony, but here's this paper. All right, you're gonna graduate in January. I went to college. I almost made it through. Then what's the first one? The bachelor's, the 2 years. I was close. I think I was only short like 64 credits, but nonetheless, I gave it an attempt. But if Kung Fu Panda's gonna pay for my, kids' college, you might as well send me back. Kev wants to know. Kev, by the way, says that the fire trucks are coming. Everybody pray. Let's hope that, everything's okay. What would I study in college? I don't know what would I study in college? What would I study in college? I mean, it's probably something to do with art. Yeah, I like art. I mean, my dad was an artist. He was a renowned artist. And when he grew up, he was a famous artist, actually. 14-year-old deaf kid in Italy. I feel as if I would study art, preferably naked art. I mean, I took a couple of classes where, people came in naked. I mean, I remember this lady, man. Oh, my God. I mean, some people just don't care. And I'm talking about hair on my back. Wow, it was just, oof. And then this guy, oh, my God. I would study art. Yeah, different kinds of art, I think. I mean, maybe I would study history. I like history. Can Elon Musk create a time machine? You think it's possible to create a time machine? Let's get serious here. No, for real. Let's get serious. Let's finally get serious. I'm going to CNN. Hello, everybody. This is Clem and Clem News Network. We're going to get serious now. Is it possible to build a time machine? Do you think that there's a chance that someone can create something that can put us back in time? Where would you go? More importantly, what would I study in college? Where would I go? In college, I don't know. I mean, because I'm not a studious person. I don't know if I'd go to college to party. That's what I would do. Let's party! Woo! Yes, I would. Time travel. That's what I wanted. That's what I want to do. And yes, time travel. I believe that would be awesome. Like, forget about going to the moon. I'd rather go back to, like, when there was like shootouts in the Wild West. You're like, you end up right next to Doc Clem, what are you doing here? Nothing much, Doc Holliday. I heard you's in trouble. I came with my gun. But that look like a rifle in your pants, Doc Clem. I know. You know, so I mean, I go back maybe to the Roman time when Julius Caesar. Et tu, Clem? Yes, Julius. I've always wanted to be the king of Rome. Uh-huh. I don't know where I would go. Where would I go? I mean, would I want to go back to the slave time and free the slaves? Come with me to the underground tunnel. My friend Harriet will take you to safety. Thank you, Clem. All right, so I mean, I don't know. Where would I want to be? There's just so many places. I mean, who? Normal Joe Schmoes like me and you tuning into this show. No one really famous tuning in yet. Until Obi drives that pink van into the Garden next year. He says he's gonna. I listen. What am I gonna do? Tell him no? Sure, man. Maybe I'll even go to that game. I mean, I might go to that game that night. Oh, I'm sorry to hear this. Matt says the entire city of St. Louis and surrounding areas are flooded. He's nervous about not being home. Everything is closed and underwater. I would be nervous too. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would literally be scared. They really like I get paranoid. I mean, my anxiety would be kicking. Yes, anonymously. See, I'm all over the place. I gotta focus in. But yeah, Matt, I'm gonna say a prayer for you. You and that family. Yeah, anonymously, absolutely. No, it wasn't. It was overgrown. That's what it was. It was overgrown. It was forestry at its worst. Where am I going? I don't know. I got 23 minutes. Where am I heading? I'm just trying to coast through the summer, you know, take some leisure time. I got Beckerly's, you know, again, this advertising game, it's not easy, but we got Beckerly's, hopefully, I mean, you know, talking, we'll see where it goes. I mean, I keep revisiting. You can't just let it burn out. Can't let the flame burn. Talk about flame. I mean, I don't know what's going on with the building. Kevin giving us updates. Fire trucks should be there. I mean, he did tell me they were on their way quite some time ago. That was, about 10 minutes ago that they were on their way. About 8 minutes ago they were on their way, hopefully. And they're right up the street, so hopefully they have. Oh, look at Finn. Kung Fu Panda sending me a picture of Finn. Finn, you're adorable. You are so cute. What a cute kid. Honestly, what an adorable kid. Uh-oh. I think I'm getting scammed. All right. The fire trucks are there. Pray that everything's okay. Nobody gets injured. Obviously, you never know. I mean, it only takes one fire, one call for something traumatic to happen. So we always pray. When I see those fire trucks go by, I don't just pray for the firefighters. I pray for where they're going. Because fire is deadly. I mean, you wouldn't want to get caught in a fire. Scary. I mean, I met this guy the other day. Dave and I were looking at this house. Went to show him the estates of Frank. And the neighbor, Ray came out. Ray's like the Donald Trump of the neighborhood. He's just buying up properties. And I said, Dave, this might be our arch nemesis. Ray, I mean, he might buy up what we're looking to grab. But Ray looked like he might have been involved in a fire. He just looked like he probably, I mean, I don't know. My guess was he was in a fire and suffered some serious burns from head to toe. But still living life and, obviously buying up property left and right on that block. I'm not going to name the block because I don't want anyone making a dib on Frank's property. He did say he would come to me first, and hopefully he's a man of his word. I mean, why wouldn't he be? I've heard such glowing things about Frank. Hopefully he stays true to his word. All right, I'm going to go back to Clem Studio 69, where I'm most comfortable. I really am most comfortable in my studio. I love my studio. I have this feeling that I don't get in a lot of places, especially around a lot of people. Like a lot of people could be watching or listening, but it doesn't matter. I just feel so comfortable here. Now, if you put me in another place, I mean, it's different feeling. So Clem Studio 69. Also, I mean, I like the beach. All right, anyway. What's National Day? Let's go to that. We're just freewheeling it. Summer Hours, summer show. By the way, October 5th, We're going away cruising. I'm not sure where. I don't know what. I think Royal Caribbean. I think. I don't know. Somewhere in the Caribbean, blue waters. All I know is there's another chance to make memories with the kids, the wife. Hopefully, me and the wife get some time together. You know, we got our own room. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're both right. Exactly. Yes. You both. Uh-huh. Brilliant minds think alike. Hopefully me and the wifey, little time together. So tonight, what national day is it today? It's National Aunts and Uncles Day. Aunts and uncles. I love my aunt. I got great aunts. My Aunt Anna, she's cool. Aunt Gloria, I mean, she's cool. Aunt Carmela, she's cool. But I really love my Aunt Lucy. She's been there for me for so much. Uncles? Uncle Joe, God rest his soul. Uncle Joe was the best. He really was. I miss Uncle Joe. Got Uncle Tiberio, he passed away. He was, he was cool, but I mean, Uncle Nanik's a weirdo. Something wrong with him, but he's cool. He just sits there, minds his own business. I wonder what goes through his mind, weirdo. Other uncles? That's Uncle Gino. Oh my God, I love Uncle Gino, my dad's brother. All right, so National Aunts and Uncles Day. I love it. A National Aunts and Uncles. I failed as an uncle. My sister's kids, I failed. When I used to live with my sister, I was a good uncle. But then, you know, she moved away. I moved out. Finally, stuff started coming together, and I don't know. I failed as an uncle. I failed at a lot of stuff, so I'm used to it. National Bagel Fest Day. As a matter of fact, today I was going to get a bagel. I was going to go to Nyack Bagels, get a bagel, and whitefish salad. I said, you know what? If I get the bagel, there's a good chance I'm going for the coffee because I'm not getting a bagel and whitefish with water. I can't do it. So I'm going to get a coffee or a soda. And I don't need the bagel. Bagel's fat. Let me just skip on that. Let me hold off. So I didn't get the bagel. Knowing it was Bagel Fest Day, I probably would have gotten the bagel. National Coffee Milkshake Day. Let me tell you something about a coffee milkshake. I love it. When I had Sweet Pete's, Kung Fu Panda said she'd also get Sweet Pete's rolling. Obi Toppin says he'll do the same. Coffee Milkshake Day. I love coffee milkshakes. I used to make them a lot, especially when I would wake up in the middle of the night. I'd drive down to Sweet Pete's. For some reason, I would make I love the coffee milkshake. Oh, it was beautiful. The coffee milkshake. You can either make it with coffee ice cream, hard ice cream, or with the soft vanilla with the coffee syrup. Both are quite fantastic. I love the coffee milkshake. It's National All or Nothing Day. Let's see. Because I want it all or nothing at all. Isn't that a song? And a bad one, too? I mean, who was a fan of that? Wasn't that Will? Wasn't that that was the Mike Weiss. That was the Mike Weiss. That's right. He was a fan of that stuff. Because I want it all or nothing at all. All right, we all have dreams we hold back, decisions left to make, and plans uncompleted. On this day, people break free and everything holding them back. Everyone has at least one thing they would like to overcome, need to do, or want to do, but might be fearful or hesitant to do. This is the day. Go ahead and do it. Take that first step and go for it. All hail. I love it. 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 You know, really, I mean, you got to go for it. You only live once. Or so they say. I don't know. I think we come back as an animal. I told you. You know, so I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure if we only live once. Time will tell. Time will tell. But if, in fact, we only live once, I mean, just go for it. Don't let nothing hold you back. You know how much stuff I've thrown against the wall and will continue to do? I'm actually thinking of this product. When I was away at LBI, I mean, I watched Shark Tank. But I'm like, all right, if I go with this, I got a good idea. I'm like, then I got to go to China. I got to reach out to my buddy. He went, who just goes to China on the way? Yeah, hi, I'm looking for a warehouse that can build this. Can you construct this for me? Thank you. I'm looking for Gene Kuhn. He told me to meet him here behind this warehouse. No, I mean, so I'm like, all right, maybe I just think of something else. All right, you got to go for it. You just got to go for it. Whatever it is. You want to write the book? Write the book. You want to be a movie star? Go be a movie star. Go start acting. Get a spot in a small play. You know, my son, he wants to take a nap. His sister's being annoying. Mom and dad, mommy's being annoying. Everybody's annoying me. I said, go to my bed. I said, go to my bed, boy. The dogs are going to jump him, though. He won't be able to do that. Oh, the life of a father. But anyway, I like this. All or nothing day. Just do it. Just take the bull by the horns and go for it. All right? Be commander of your world. 845-429-1700. Now, I don't know if you heard this story. A restaurateur, a lady who owns a restaurant in Philadelphia. All right? She owns this restaurant in Philly. Oh, you know what? For some reason, why can't I get to it now? All of a sudden, I can't get to it? Oh, I'm feeling a crash. Not a stock market. All right, here. So a popular Philly restaurant owner went to a nearby restaurant on July 17th. Saudi Schuler, colored lady, man, a woman of color, went to this restaurant and in a 2-minute video, she shares a video of a man with his dog sitting at the restaurant. He's ordering something to eat, and he asked the staff for a glass to feed his dog, a glass of water to feed his dog. So they give him a glass of water, and the dog starts drinking the water, and she starts going on a tirade. She calls the manager. She wants to know how come they didn't reprimand the older white man. And she explains outrage. She's so outraged because she can't believe that the restaurant would serve the dog water out of one of their glasses. And then she asked him, are you going to reuse that glass? Yes, of course. We're going to throw it in the machine, wash it, and yeah, serve it. Do you know germs, bacteria? And she went on to make a video and post it. She got over 400,000 followers on TikTok. So obviously, I mean, she's got some following. People tuning in. Now, experts say one reason animals and humans don't share dishes is because they harbor hidden bacteria like salmonella that can't be destroyed by dishwashing. Maybe she's right. Maybe she's onto something. But, I mean, I don't know. Would you be that upset? I wouldn't. Like, I'm surprised that you can't throw it in a hot, like a dishwasher, hot water. Doesn't hot water kill everything? It doesn't kill salmonella? All right, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she's got a case. You know what? Maybe I came out of the gate too. I just don't like the fact, jumping on two things: small business and animals, especially dogs. I'm a dog lover. Dog's thirsty. Give it something to drink. Throw out the $2 glass.
Exactly.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I guess it was in a test alarm mode, and so everything is cool, but I'm sure the landlord of the building will have to meet with the fire department.
Oh, the fire department. I mean, I'm sure sometimes they hate that it's a false alarm.
Yeah.
But they gotta love it sometimes, like they got like, all right, cool, man, like no fire. It's like 98 degrees out. I could take this uniform off. But like I gotta think that if they get called out from something and all of a sudden it's like a false alarm, I'm like, man, I gotta leave that. I had to leave my family reunion. I had to leave this. A christening, just for a false alarm. Oh my God. All right, well, anyway, at least nobody's hurt. At least the building's not going up in smoke. Kevin is back, safe and sound. Right. 845-429-1700. Anything to say? We got 10 minutes left. Call on in. Tomorrow is hump day. The middle of the week. We'll help you get over that. Starting with the Jeff and Will morning show. Will is back. He was back today. The Mike Weiss covered for him yesterday. Did an outstanding job as always, as do all the interns. Over the years, there's been great interns. I think the most recent ones have been fantastic. Ken Dog in the house. Ken Dog in the house. Ken Dog moving on to fame.
Ken Dog doing that WABC action right there.
What's he doing over there?
I don't know, but I guess supposedly you might hear some sports reports from him on occasion.
Ken Dog in the house. Ken Dog in the house doing his thing. I love Ken Dog. He's a good guy. A lot of good people passing through lately. A lot of good interns stepping up to the plate, doing great jobs, holding the fort down. I mean, really, it's a good young crop of kids. You get a legend leaving like Steve Purcell. Good. I mean, it's no wonder the place didn't just shut down. But the youth movement, keeping the place somewhat afloat, it's not easy. I mean, really, you never realize how hard it is keeping a business afloat. It takes money to make money and keep businesses afloat in the station. It's not the 80s and 90s where advertising was an easy sell for the radio. Experiencing it, it's not an easy sell, but if you want to give it a go, I'm telling you, I think you'll enjoy. You heard Naomi Stryker talking yesterday from Africa, talking about how many people listen to it, and you don't know until people come up, and that happens to me all the time. All the time. Whether it's a customer, someone at a game, wherever it may be, driving my pink van, someone saying something about the station, the show, and people who you don't expect, just out of the woodworks, just like the call Kevin got recently at the end of his show. So,
by the way, completely unrelated, but Spike Lee has confirmed that he is working on a film series based on the 90s Knicks, based on the book Blood in the Garden. Should be interesting.
Yeah, and I can't wait to the part where he shows the Bulls beating them every single time, just ending their dreams, their hopes. I mean, just Michael Jordan, boom, done. That's it, Spike. Give it to us. Yes, I can't wait to go watch it in my Bulls gear. Full head to toe. I got to break out my old 80s Bull. Oh, my God. Yes. I love those times. Knicks falling. I mean, the Knicks had a great team. And I mean, they had opportunity. Just like a lot of other teams did. But when you got Michael Jordan, the Chicago Bulls, it's just, very slim pickings. How many championships are there to go around? So that should be interesting.
By the way, real quick news story here. So there were reports that Leave It to Beaver star Tony Dow had passed away. And it turns out that that's not the case because his wife mistakenly believed he was.
Wait. So his wife thought he was dead? And she started telling people he was dead?
Yeah.
Any chance we can get her on the show to interview her? I'd like to interview someone of that.
Well, her name is Lauren. So, as of this afternoon, he is still alive and breathing while in hospice care. And she is distraught over the error.
So he's, basically, she was probably a few hours ahead of what's bound to happen. Maybe a day or two. Hospice, when you hear hospice, my dad was in hospice.
Yeah.
It's just a place, it's your final place before you go to your final place. And,
right.
Wow. All right, well, our prayers. Yeah, actually, Tom. That Tom? Was it Tom before? I think it was Tom. Somebody had mentioned that on the show. I think it was on Facebook. It might have been Tom. Someone mentioned that. I didn't mention it on air because I didn't see it, so I didn't mention it. But all right. So right now, he's in hospice, clinging on, hanging on. That was Leave It to Beaver, right? That wasn't the father, was it?
No, that was Wally Cleaver.
Wally Cleaver.
The brother.
The brother. Wow, Wally Cleaver. Wally. How many? Oh my God! How many times do you hear Beaver say Wally? Wally, the mom. Wally, father say Wally. Wow, Wally Cleaver. All right. Well, our prayers go out to him. God's calling him home, and his family. Very sad times. Death is never easy. My buddy today, he was a guy I met through the comedy circuit. I mean, he was as funny as I was. I mean, two funny guys if we were sitting at a table. And then once we go on stage, I mean, neither one of us really lit it up. And we used to talk about that. It's like, damn, man, we're the funniest guys at this table. Everybody's laughing. But we ain't funny on stage. It's timing, guys. Timing. We're going to get it. We got to put in the time. So me and him always had laughs. And he was a hard-working guy. He had a cookie business, selling cookies, homemade, cookies and whatnot, different fair shows, and has a store in the mall and all that stuff. So he had to bury his cat today. And I was reading not just his post, but other people's comments. And it really is quite the heartbreaking experience when your pet succumbs to illness and death is imminent or happens, and you're faced with that loss. And although I've been through that several times with pets that I've really bonded with, I mean, that we were so close with them, whether it was my wife and I or prior to meeting her, myself with other dogs, and it's just never easy. Death is never easy, whether it's a human or a pet. It's a tough thing. All right? Kev, just take over for 1 second, please.
Okay, no problem. Again, don't forget, at 6 o'clock tonight, from 6 to 7, we have the Open Bible Church Hour of Prayer. So get your prayer on from 6 to 7 tonight, and every Monday through Thursday, as long as there's no Boulders games. And, of course, we've got the morning show with Jeff and Will tomorrow, and we have Michael's Gifts on the air tomorrow as well. So lots of good stuff coming up here on the station. And God willing, I'll be back for another edition of The Good at 2 p.m. tomorrow.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, Kev, once again, I thank you. Kev, get a song loaded up. I'm going to break it out early. Listen, boys and girls, it's been a rough start to the week, but remember this, life could always be much tougher than the silly things that pop up along the way. You tune in to get some of that therapy. I know it's disconnected, this, that, whatever. Listen, you can obviously tune in elsewhere. Don't let it interrupt your day. Don't let it give you cordis interruptus, nothing like that, whatever. It's life. We got to learn to roll with the punches. I believe REO Speedwagon made a song about that. All right, I'm gonna break out tomorrow, hump day. I'll be here. Let's go, Mets! Adios, Clamigo.